Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiling Dread 4, and welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XIII-2 on the way to Final Fantasy XV later this year. Last time, we completed the last Paradox ending in the whole timeline of Paradox endings, the fight between Noel and Kreiss to determine who would be the heir to Chaos, where Noel succeeded and was dubbed the Guardian of Chaos, and basically cast into immortality. Yeah, unpleasant for him. But anyway, today, we're heading back to one of the very beginning areas for a Paradox ending, Area 200 AF. One that I did not cover because, of course, there's going to be a Kreiss fight, which is extremely painful. So I want to be at the top of my game, and that's why we have not tackled this one yet in the series. But now we will tackle it today, by closing this gate, and heading through to Erba, like last time. With that said, as always, if you are enjoying the series and want to see more Final Fantasy in the future, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment down in the video below. It really helps me out a ton and lets me know how much you guys actually enjoy the series. But anyway, let's go into this.
Grand Pulse, a land that bears the scars of ancient war, where flakes of crystal gather and shift like sand in the desert. The Academy has restricted access to this place because it is the homeland of the two heroines who turned to crystal and held Cocoon safe in the sky. It is a land that now, 200 years later, has been swallowed into a rift between time and space.
Yeah, so the message says, but what does the world actually say? This little bit kind of bugs me. So remember how in Area 200 AF we had all those paradox rifts, just a bunch of puzzles to solve in order to actually get through the area? Well, that's what the description says, but by closing the gate, that's not what happens at all. It doesn't it doesn't reset the timeline all the way. Whereas you can see right here, find out what happened, check it out. Not a single rift in the world. It's as if it had all been cleared. But yeah. So, this is a bit inconsistent when it comes to closing the gates. This little thing, they have no paradox rifts, so you think they could have taken out the description. And while we're on the subject of closing gates and not keeping what they originally had, it's kind of odd for me, but okay, so you guys know that since we're closing a gate, we're basically going back through time once again. We're basically repeating a level. Now, one thing about this is when you close the gate, everything in the story changes. From the dialogue in cutscenes, between Noel, Serah, you know, that's stuff. It remains the same, nothing has changed. You'd think that in Final Fantasy XIII-2, they could have added some kind of interesting dialogue for people that are coming back to these areas. Some more replay value, if you will. Like, for example, since we go over here, there's going to be the Oracle Drive that you have to, you know, examine in order to start the fight. You'd think that by doing that, we could predict that Kreiss would be there, and just like do something to maybe disable him? I don't know, I just find it kind of inconsistent. It's just a little pet peeve of mine. Especially when you're going back through time over and over again. But anyway, I've rambled on enough. Here's the Oracle Drive. And like last time, if you're having difficulty with this, go over to your settings, switch the normal difficulty to easy, or just do a lot of level grinding. If neither of those help, well then my friends, that's what you have me here for. With the paradigms in set, with all the Paradigm Pack members, now it's time for a mission to commence. Let's end this once and for all so that we can see the secret ending. Let's go.
It looks like an Oracle Drive.
Yeah.
Stop.
You will. Been a while, kiddo.
Serah!
See, this is what I'm talking about. They already know, or we already know that this is going to happen. But these two are acting as if it's never happened before. It's inconsistent. Come on. Seriously, they could at least change something up a little bit.
Lightning. Lightning.
Since technically they've already been here.
I'm sorry.
Hey, the apologies can wait. We got a wedding to plan, right? Right? Like, come on. What do you say? Lightning, I swear to you, I will make her happy.
I believe you.
My memories. They're real, aren't they? How can they be?
Unless... Come on. Unless... Wait for it!
It's been changed.
There you go. Those are the words I'm looking for.
That's impossible.
If you change the future, you change the past.
It keeps
Highest balance,
changing?
2015.
Change is the constant.
Caius.
I have seen you. I have seen you both.
You...
What? You mean Asiris?
I am not the Yule you know.
But...
You must understand, there are many Yules.
Caius...
Wait. I saw you. My sister was fighting you.
What are you doing here in this time?
I learned of your journey, leaping back and forth along the timeline. Yule has been watching everything you do.
No. She's been watching us?
Yes. I see you understand the significance of that. Then you must also understand that I am here for a reason. Your actions have necessitated the strictest sanctions.
And by that, he means he has to eradicate us. We're not gonna let that happen. Alright then guys, round 2 in Erebor. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So like last time, if you played the entire storyline in order of what happened, instead of me who did the second part of episode 3, and then the first part second, this is a bit inconsistent in itself, well then you know that this would be a difficult fight. But anyway, what you need to do here is just do the same thing you did last time. Debuff Caius to some extent, you know, fill up the gauge, do all that, and then when the time is right, switch over to whoever is your synergist, and basically just do a lot of protection and shelling. And of course you also see that I have Noel as the Sentinel. This is to deal with the fact that Caius has power-breaking moves. I'm sure you remember his most infamous move, the Inferno Blaze. Now I don't remember if he has it in this fight specifically, but one can assume so, because these fights are always just tougher incarnations of the last battle. So it just stands to reason that these would get more difficult as you progress onward. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to switch over to Tricep, as we're here. Go for one round of Thunder to fill up the gauge and deal some extra damage. We're going to Body and Soul, I'm doing Cerberus either way. 1, 2, 3, Assassination. And then we're going to Dispel him, get rid of his Gravera and Shelra. That's taken care of, now go to Cerberus. Let's deal some massive damage. Attack, Ruin, 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 Ruin. Stagger wounds from our John Tonberry. And a few more strikes should do the trick. Come on. A few more flurries of Ruin, and we win.
You did it.
For now, anyway. For once you beat him, he comes back for round 2. Now this is a remarkable trend. If you guys haven't played this so far, then you should know that this guy's always gonna respawn after every single time you beat him. Multi-cast goes up, down and up. Up. That was kind of inconsistent. But I'll do what I can. I do what I can. Alright, so that'll keep that up. Gonna switch over to... Wait, we're already switched over here. We're gonna keep this like this, and I'm going to debuff him once again. Get a couple of poisons in there while the Apothecary is doing his thing. I can get a few of these, that'd be great. 1, 2. Am I getting any poison on here? Oh, there it is. 1, 2. Get a switch to Synergist. we get a quick heal, and so we can prepare for something like that. 1 and 2, assassination. There's just a few of these. Audio trick, wounded in peril, great. Try disaster. Then thunder, 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 like last time. And of course, the core of all this is using the mystic arts to destroy him. So we're gonna go ultimate arrow on this little behind, just to rack up the damage. Wait for it, Cerberus, and just let it deal some giga damage. Oh, Hateful Gas, perfect. It's over 300. Okay, not really. Oh, and then I just want to do this because, for the lulz, I want to do a Meteor Javelin. Oh, Meteor Javelin! You're done.
Be some temporal distortion.
Yep, rather easy fight. 3 minutes? It might be a bit overpowered, but it works. No spoils from that, as per usual with Caius Balin. He is too stingy to keep anything in his pockets. So by doing so, we cannot pickpocket him. But we do earn this. Erba, question mark, AF. And from what it looks like in the little picture, I see a crystallized figurine. Makes you wonder. Why don't you go check it out, see what's going on after beating Caius with that paradox effect in place.
In the instant Caius was defeated, the effects rippled down the timeline. In the village of Erba, Serah and Noel see that things are not as they were before. Twisted mockeries of humans sprawl lifeless among the buildings. The scars of war that should have long since faded appear fresh and raw. Is this the world of the past? Or is it the reflection of someone's memory? Serah hears a faint voice calling her and sets off to investigate.
And I'm assuming we're gonna find something groundbreaking. And I don't know why. I've never, like I said, I don't see many of these cutscenes. I don't know anything that happens, but I have a feeling that we're gonna have some kind of full circle ordeal. I don't know why. It's just something in my head. Because we're going over to Erba, and what that image was in the picture, I don't know.
We found ourselves in the town of Erba. We were in a world that had been devastated by the War of Transgression, hundreds of years before I was born. All traces of humanity were replaced with monstrous Seath. People had been stripped of their normal lives. Denied even a human death, they wandered the ruins of their home. I thought I heard a faint whisper, a familiar voice. Could it be the voice of someone who lived here long ago? The voice of someone begging to be heard?
The war against Cocoon, it was inevitable. The army of Grand Pulse was annihilated by the overwhelming power of the fal'Cie. Countless lives were lost. But I didn't fight. I couldn't. Not even to protect my friends, the people I love. To hate, to hurt, to destroy, I refused to accept my focus. I was sad. I was scared. That's why I decided to run. I left Fang to deal with everything. We vowed to protect each other, and I broke that promise. I'm the reason. I'm the reason Fang was forced to carry the burden of the monster, of Ragnarok. Because I was weak. Because I abandoned her. Fang, where are you? I have to make up for what I did. Or else...
Vanille? Is that you?
So the voice you heard before?
It belonged to Vanille, Kubo.
Vanille, listen. I know what it's like. You're trapped in crystal, but your soul is still alive. You're sleeping, but your thoughts are still awake. I know, because I experienced that too. I can feel your pain. I can feel your sorrow, your grief, and your remorse. I know there's someone you want to apologize to. Can you give us some time? I promise we'll find Fang and bring her here, so you can tell her how you feel.
Thank you. I know that one day we'll be released again. Only then can we ask for forgiveness. That is the fate time has in store for us. But fate also brought you here to this place, to hear my plea. All roads are connected, somehow. And they all lead to a time of salvation, when imprisoned souls will be freed. They all lead to the end of the world, and a new beginning.
I'm not the type who tries to be cocky. At least when I think I'm right, but... Come on! That's basically canon! That might as well be canon! Because we know that Vanille gets trapped in a crystal. Okay, that's pretty obvious. Leave Fang behind, she tries to find someone, she runs, and eventually leaves Fang to deal with Ragnarok. It's basically canon. It's gotta be. But with all that rambling aside, I think we're done here. Now, we do have only 158 out of the 160 fragments. However, like I said before, I was doing some off-screen work. So I have a save file that has all 160 total fragments. Which means tomorrow, the secret episode begins. And by the time you're seeing this, it should be, what? I believe May 11th? I don't know. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule with my episodes, so I can't actually tell when this is going on. But like I've been planning, I'm making sure that the final episode is on the 12th when Final Fantasy X and X-2 Remaster comes out, so that the day afterwards I can bring you that content, something that you guys are excited for. And well, there might be another surprise with it, but I can't say for certain, at least not now. But until that time, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XIII-2. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you guys leave a like and a comment down below showing your support for the series. And as always, if you want to see more of Final Fantasy in the future, on the way to Final Fantasy XV later this year, or you just want to see the secret episode for Final Fantasy XIII-2, make sure, if you have not done so already, to subscribe, my friends. And until next time, this is Smiling Jet 4, signing out. Have a great rest of your day, take care my friends, and get ready for a hype train!